I'll be sharing with you 22 small changes that you can bring in your daily activities to transform your life. These are not big resolutions, these are not big goals, these are not huge changes. You just need to make these small changes to transform this year and your life also. So the first change is making your bed. As soon as you wake up, the first task that will come in your hand is making your bed. And when you don't do it, your first task of the day will be incomplete. And when that happens, it will follow for the rest of your day. If you don't want that to happen, just start making your bed. When you make your bed, when you close the blankets and keep it aside, you have completed the first task of your day, and that puts you in a positive path. That puts you in a completion path. You have completed the first task of your day, and it will be very helpful for you to complete the rest of the task which is ahead to come in your day. So the second change is drinking extra glass of water. I know each and every single one of us knows how much water is important to our body, and drinking extra glass of water will have a lot of benefits to us. So just start with one extra glass of water every single day, and trust me, that will transform your mood, that will transform your body, that will transform your skin, and also it will impact your health. The third change is delete 2 photos. In today's generation, I know we are obsessed with taking photos from our smartphones, and smartphones are getting better each and every single day, and we want to capture each and every single thing that is possible, and taking photos every single day has been an habit for us. But over the period of time, it starts piling up, and it will be an issue when it comes to storage and also battery. So if you start deleting 2 photos every single day, by the time of 1 week, you would have deleted around 24 photos. When you take it for 1 month, you would have deleted almost 100 photos. That will be very beneficial on a long run. The fourth change is create one task for your to-do list. I know many of you would have tried to-do list, tasks, and all these to-do list apps, and you might have failed with it. So what I suggest you is, one thing is, go check out my video regarding productivity. I have shared couple of tips on completing your to-do list. Link will be in the description below. But for the sake of this video, if you want to win the to-do list game, then you have to start with very small things. Just complete one single task a day and increase it gradually. But what most of us do is, we have a list of to-do lists, and it becomes very much overwhelming, and we fail doing it. But if you have just one task to do and you accomplish that, you feel satisfied, and that will push you to take on more challenges and more to-do list tasks. The fifth change is read one positive quote as soon as you wake up. When you wake up in the morning, if the first thing that you read is your mails or your WhatsApp or your Instagrams, you will be moved to the life of others, which is very much challenging. You start comparing your life to others, you start comparing your day with others, and that will have a negative impact in your life. But what if you start your day reading a good positive quote? That will be in your head for the rest of your day, because that is the first thing that you have read in the morning. Start off your day with a positive quote, even though you don't remember that quote for your rest of your day. But trust me, your subconscious mind reads it, and unknowingly you will start following that quote that you have read in the morning. So the sixth change is read one page from a book every single day. I know reading books is not your thing. Okay, most of you who are watching, you might say reading is not for me. I am not into reading, and even I was that guy who was not into books. And if you want to develop the habit of reading, I would suggest you to watch one of my video where I have given tips to start beginning your reading journey. I will share that video. The link will be in the description. You can go and check it out to develop the habit of reading. But what does reading one page every day make a difference? It's just one page, right? Even I have dealt with the challenges of reading a book, and it was too hard for me. So I started with a pocket size book. I used to read just one page of that pocket size book, and that pocket size would have just one paragraph in one page, and I would just read that for one day, and that is how I developed my reading. If you start reading one page every single day, if you gradually increase it, that one page becomes 10 pages, and that 10 pages becomes 20 pages, and then a book. The eighth change is take a deep breath. Taking a deep breath doesn't seem a huge task, right? That's it. Just take a deep breath. What does taking a deep breath will do? First thing, it will increase the blood flow to your brain. It will be a huge difference the way you think. And the second thing, it makes you much more calmer. You inhale a lot of oxygen and you exhale a lot of carbon dioxide, and that will clear up your mind. If you look at a person who is anxious or who is angry, his flow of breath will be more. He'll be breathing very fastly. And when you look at a calm person, he breathes slowly. Everything in our life depends on how we breathe. So take a deep breath whenever you're anxious, or whenever you want to become much more calmer, and whenever you are angry. Ninth change is nature gazing for at least 30 seconds. If you are living in a city environment, I know it's very hard to find nature. You can at least find a plant outside, right? You can at least find a tree outside. So start observing that. Or if you don't have any nature surrounded by you, just look up. Go outside, look up to the sky. You would see clouds, or you would see sky, you would see birds flying. And that's it. That's what you need. Just look at it for at least 30 seconds. One of the key benefits of nature gazing is it relaxes your mind. It keeps you calm. Nature will be in a slow pace, and it's so relaxing when you start looking at the nature, when you start looking at movement of clouds, plants moving through the wind. And it's so relaxing. Just look at it for 30 seconds or 1 minute. And you will feel much more relaxed. 10th one is put a video to not interested category. So what is this not interested category? I know you all watch YouTube videos, and if you are a person who wants to watch some tutorials, you start looking at the tutorials, and after an hour you end up watching something else. So YouTube has a feature called not interested. When you put a video suggested by YouTube to a not interested category, YouTube understands that you do not want to watch these kind of videos, and it will understand you better, and it will stop showing certain kind of videos. If you a particular category of video or gossip videos, and if you come across those videos, just put into the not interested category, and it will stop showing you thereafter. 11th change is practicing letting go. Letting go is really hard. When you lose a person, or when you break up with someone, or when you are betrayed, it becomes so agitated. You feel so angry, you feel so frustrated, and that situations can be very intense, and it can be very much painful. But if you start practicing letting go, when the situation arises, you will know how to deal with it. So how do you start the practice of letting go? To start off with, you can start with the things that you own that doesn't serve you. Maybe someone has presented you a dress and you no longer wear that dress. What you do is you thank that dress, and you let go of them by donating it or selling it off. That way of detaching from the emotional connections towards things or people, doing it with small steps, will help you in a long run. Whenever you come across big scenario where you need to let go of a person, or where you need to let go of a particular situation, it becomes much more easy for you, and you can handle that situations because you have practiced the habit of letting go. The 12th change that you can do is unsubscribing from email newsletters. How many of you have a pile of emails that you have not read? Just go to your inbox and check out all the mails that are there, and most of it are useless. One of the best thing that you can do to stop it is unsubscribing. Spend a time every single day or every week to unsubscribe for those newsletters that doesn't serve you anymore, or that is not useful for you. Go to that email and click on the unsubscribe button. It will no longer send you the newsletters, and that will be so good. And you can delete the remaining newsletters that you have. 13th change is explore different music genres. I know everybody loves music, and most of us will have a list of playlist or list of songs that we listen to it on a daily basis or on a weekly basis, and we listen to that for the most of our months. And when you feel that bored, you start listening to the other ones. But what if you try out different genres of music? I know if you use Spotify or Amazon Music, you'll have a lot of playlists and a lot of albums. Go explore different types of music, explore different genres of music, and that will bring a lot of change in your daily activities, because music impacts the way we live our day. When we listen to a more energetic song, it keeps our mood energetic, it keeps our day energetic. When we listen to a calm music, it keeps our day more relaxed. Music really impacts the way we live our day. So start exploring different genres of music so that your daily life will be a lot different from the usual, and you will have a different perspective at the way you look at your daily life. The 14th change is work out for 5 minutes. Just working out 5 minutes a day is more than enough. It's better than doing nothing, right? Work out for just 5 minutes. Even I began with just 5 minutes of working out daily. I did just for 5 minutes for almost 3 to 4 months, because I never worked out for almost 4 to 5 years, and starting off it was very difficult for me. So I just started with 5 minutes for 3 to 4 months, and then I gradually increased it to 10, then 20, then 30. It is a gradual process. If you just work out for a day for more than 1 hour, and the next day you can't wake up because of all the pain that you had because you worked out a previous day, and that becomes a route to your failure. So if you don't want that to happen, start slowly and gradually increase it. So start with just 5 minutes. I think you will have 5 minutes, right? 15th change is empty your recycle bin or your trash or physical bin. Recycle bin are the things that we don't want in our life, right? Those are waste, and we put it in the recycle bin, whether it is physical or whether it is digital. You put all the waste things in the bin, and if you forget to throw it out, it becomes a lot difficult. Your computer runs slowly, and if it is a physical bin, you get that smell, that disgusting smell, and you don't want that to happen. So whenever you delete or whenever you throw any garbage to the bin, try to delete it or try to clear that bin as soon as possible. It will be a lot healthy for you, and also it will be a lot healthy for your computer if you're talking about digital bin. Recycle bin. So clear recycle bin or physical bin or any bin. 16th change is watering a plant. Plants are like animals, but a less of responsibility. Plants are just like animals. They are also living beings, but the thing is, it doesn't talk to you, but it grows. You will see that growth gradually, and plants are easy to handle. So if you start watering your plant, you will have a lot of positive attitude. So start watering your plants. There's some special feeling that you will get when you water a plant, and it's so fulfilling, and it's so good, and you will feel the happiness, and you will feel that fulfillment, which is so special, which cannot be explained through words. So start watering plans. So the 17th change is change your mobile case or your iPad case. I know many of you would have the habit of changing your cases once in a while, but most of you who are watching this might not change your case until you break that phone or you purchase a new phone. You'll be using that particular one case itself, and that's really boring. Even I used to not change my case, but when I started changing my case once in 3 to 4 months, I felt like I'm using a new smartphone, or I felt like I was using a new iPad. That's so good. You give a new look to your smartphone or iPad, or you feel good when you change new things, and it feels new. And one more thing is that smartphone is your daily driver. Over time, you get bored using that, and when you change your case, the design changes, the color changes. Same way, the feeling of holding the phone changes. There's a new feel that you will get. So change your case or your iPad case once in a while. 18th change is add fragrance to your space or your surrounding. When you enter your room and you smell beautiful a relaxing fragrance, it makes your day. And whenever you stand in front of a person who smells good, you would like to spend most of the time with that person, right? It's an automatic trigger to your mind. You start liking that person unknowingly. If you spend some time in a room that smells ugly or smells disgusting, you doesn't want to spend much of your time there. You will be waiting to get out of it. So put some room fresheners or use some fragrance candles which will lighten up the mood by adding a lot of good smell to the environment, and it feels good. Smell is a change that we don't usually recognize, but it impacts a lot. So add a fragrance to your surrounding that will make a huge impact to your mood. So 19th change is watch kids and animals playing. We are adults, and adult life is too ugly. I hate this adult life. I wish I was a child who doesn't want to think about life or career or future, who just wants to enjoy playing with friends, or who just wants to go to the ground and start playing. And I love that phase, and I really miss that phase. One of the best things that I started doing is watching kids grow, and watching kids and watching animals, because they are the pure souls. They don't have a lot of responsibility in their life, so it's a pure soul. They do things out of their will. Whatever they do, they just do it, right? And when you start looking at them, it's so relaxing, it's so beautiful, and it's so cheerful, and it's so, you become a child again. You just play around with children, and you feel good. It's cute and fun to watch kids and animals play. It can be a video of kids playing, or it can be a video of animals playing. That will make you realize to treat life in simple terms and to be a child again. So develop the habit of watching kids and animals play. So the 20th change you can do is clean all your screens. When I talk about screens, I meant all the screens, whether it is the screen of your specs, or whether it is the screen of your watch, or whether it is the screen of your smartphone, or whether it is the screen of your laptop or your TV, whatever it is, clean that screen. Because most of the time we think that there's something wrong, but we don't recognize what's wrong with that. We think that our eyes are the problem. We can't see things clearly. Start cleaning your specs each and every single day. Start cleaning your smartphone screens. The world is a lot more clearer, but the thing is, we have dust on it and we just have to clean it. When we clean it, it becomes much more better. It might be a small change, but it will make a huge difference, because screens are everything that we see. It's like a window to the world. If we don't clean it properly, we think something is wrong. So start cleaning. You will notice the world is a lot more clearer with a lot of clarity in it. So the next change is move things around. We normally don't move things around, right? Whether it is furniture, whether it is your space you read, or whether it is your TV, or whether it is your computer, or whether it is your laptop space, or whether it is your storage space. It is normally the place where it needs to be throughout the year or throughout your life. If you want to change, you start moving things around. Put your desk in the other corner of your room. Put your bed at the other side of it. When you start changing that, it will automatically change the way you look at life, and you will see the world in a new perspective. So start changing things around. Keep moving things around. It will make a huge and a better impact in your daily life, and the change will be good, and it will impact your mind also, and the way you look at your life also. So the last 22nd change is just do it, man. So these list of changes that I have told you are just a list. This is what impacted me, and there are a lot of things that you have in your mind, but if you just read it, or if you just watch it and leave it off, there is no difference. Most of the self-help books that people read, they just read it and they don't implement it, and that is the main key mistake that they are making, because they're not implementing in their life. And if you do the same mistake, you are no difference from the other person. So start implementing these changes. These things are not huge changes that you can bring in your life. These are the small, simple changes that you can bring in your life to transform you this year. You might have a millions of questions of whether these things will work or not. Until and unless you try out by yourself, you will not know. These things have worked for me, and these things might not work for you. So if you want to know that, you have to start doing it. So don't think much, just start doing it right now, because these are the changes that you can start doing it right after watching this episode. So don't wait, just do it. So these are the 22 changes that you can bring in your life to transform your life and also this year. I know these are the big list, but these are the small things. I am 100% sure you can bring in a lot of these changes in your life, and these changes will definitely impact your life. And if you have any other changes that you would like to put it up, then please do add it on the comment section so that others can read it, and even I will read it, and if I think it works, I will try it out. So follow this and let me know your results. So that's it from this episode. I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I hope you have learned something new out of this episode. And also, if you feel that this episode was impactful, and if you feel that this episode is useful for someone out there that you know, then please do share it with that one single person that you think this episode will be helpful for them. So I hope you will do it, and I'll sign off now. So take care, bye bye. I will see you in the next episode. Until then, bye bye, take care. And you are listening to the Personal Growth Podcast, Life with Self, and I'm your host, Deemu Bharadwaj. See you in the next episode.